This small but extraordinary book was written in the 19th century and has been translated from Tamil into English. The author is unknown. It was popularized by the sage Raman Maharshi, who often named it along with a few others to disciples who were in pursuit of wisdom. This book, highly saturated in wisdom teachings, names the single most effective method of attaining to realization. The Maharshi especially emphasized the book to those who had difficulty reconciling the concept of multiple gods with the Advaita concept of a single universe creator. This book explains how there is no basic conflict between these points of view as long as things are viewed from the perspective that all the diverse beings and objects in this expansive universe are essentially parts of a greater whole. Or as the book sums it up, all is one. Chapter 1: Unity. All, including the world seen by you and yourself, the seer of the world, is one only. All that you consider as I, you, he, she, and it is one only. What you consider to be sentient beings and what you consider to be insentient, such as earth, air, fire, and water, is all one. The God which is derived by your considering all as one cannot be had by considering each as separate from the other. Therefore, all is one. The knowledge of the unity of all is good for you and good for others as well. Therefore, all is one. He who sees I am separate, you are separate, he is separate, and so on, acts one way to himself and another way to others. He cannot help doing so. The thought, I am separate, others are separate, is the seed from which grows the tree of differing actions in relation to different persons. How can there be any lapse from righteousness for a person who knows the unity of himself and others? As long as the germ of differentiation is there, the tree of differing actions will flourish, even unawares. Therefore, give up differentiation. All is one only. Ask, if in the world all things appear different, how can I consider all as one? Is there any way of gaining this knowledge? The reply is, in the same tree we see leaves, flowers, berries, and branches, different from one another. Yet, they are all one because they are all included in the word tree. Their root is the same. Their sap is the same. Similarly, all things, all bodies, all organisms are from the same source and activated by a single life principle. Therefore, all is one. O good man is the statement that all is one, good or evil. Think for yourself. Just as the person will always be righteous, who regards himself like others and others like himself, how can any evil attach itself to him who knows himself to be others and the others to be himself? Tell me if there is any better way for obtaining good than the knowledge of unity? Certainly, other methods cannot be as good as this one. How can anyone love others more than when knowing them to be himself? To know them in unity, love as unity, for they are truly one. Who can share the mental peace and freshness of the knower of unity? He has no cares. The God of all is his own good. A mother considers her children's well-being to be her own well-being. Her love is not perfect because she thinks she is separate and her children are separate. The love of a sage who has realized the unity of all far excels even the love of a mother. There is no other means of gaining such love than the knowledge of unity. Therefore, all know that the world as a whole is your undecaying body and that you are the everlasting life of the whole world. Tell me, if there is any harm in doing so, who fears to go the harmless way? Be courageous. The Vedas teach us this very truth. There is nothing but yourself. All good will be yours. You become the good itself. All that others gain from you will be good only. Who will work evil to his own body and soul? A remedy is applied if there is any abscess in the body. Even if the remedy is painful, it is meant to do good only. Such will be same of your actions. They will also be for the good of the world. For that reason, you will not be involved in differentiation. I put it briefly. The knower of unity will act as one should. In fact, the knowledge of unity makes him act. He cannot err. In the world, he is God made visible. This small one, unity.